Review of Ahsoka's first season, Episode 3, Democratizing the Force. Without compromising the spirit of adventure and wonder, the third episode of Ahsoka serves as a reminder of George Lucas' position on the Jedi Order and the Force. The series debut of Ahsoka last week left a lasting impression on us, and it appears that most critics and fans who still support Star Wars television share this opinion. While continuing the storylines from Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars, it adds a distinct sensibility to the Star Wars tapestry's growing complexity. Additionally, aside from Andor, it may be the best-looking Star Wars television program on Disney+. Having said that, Ahsoka isn't attempting to recreate the wheel or turn into prestige television. Instead, it has chosen to uphold George Lucas' traditional spirit while venturing into uncharted territory. We are aware that striking the right balance is difficult after so many Disney period Star Wars productions, but Dave Filoni, who is currently a major creative force at Lucasfilm, is well cognizant of what audiences are anticipating from a new era of Star Wars storytelling. The cartoon series he created and oversaw had previously hinted at the possibility that he might be Lucasfilm's rightful heir to the Lucas Empire, and so far, this program has only served to confirm that theory. This is fantastic, especially given that his upcoming major undertaking is a full-length theatrical film. This episode has an incredible amount of character development for one that clocks in at about 30 minutes, all the while delivering dogfight action fit for a big screen in the second half. Read this right away if you have high blood pressure. The 10 Star Wars episodes to watch before Ahsoka are a must if, after seeing this episode, you still yearn for more fantastic Star Wars entertainment featuring this snarky heroine. Warning, time to fly, Episode 3 of Ahsoka, spoilers ahead. With Sabine Wren and Huyang starting her Jedi training again, everything is tranquil at first. The connection between Ahsoka Tano and Sabine has so far generated the most controversy in this series. When did the warrior of the Mandalorian become Lady Tano's disciple? Why did the incident happen? Yes, we Star Wars Rebels veterans share your confusion. There is something fresh going on here because Sabine has never demonstrated a talent for using the Force. We first see Sabine battling Huyang and later Ahsoka with her lightsaber stances and techniques before getting any answers. Ahsoka also makes Sabine train blind, just like Luke Skywalker did in A New Hope. At some point, Sabine partially anticipates the actions of her master, but it doesn't appear that the Force is really involved. Later, we'll come back to this. We get a good amount of New Republic exposition and politics here, much like in Chapter 19 of The Mandalorian. While Ahsoka is mostly focused on the Star Wars universe's more ethereal aspects, one of the character's ultimate objectives is to stop Grand Admiral Thrawn from returning, or at the very least, to get ready for it. Naturally, Hera Syndulla is the key conduit to the New Republic leadership, including Chancellor Mon Mothma. Government employees and low-level authorities were shown in The Mandalorian denying claims of significant Imperial relics. The same holds true here, but what's more worrisome is witnessing those in the highest levels of authority avoiding reality. Senator Xiono, the father of Star Wars Resistance's Kazuda Xiono, and the most skeptic in the group we meet, is ironically from Hosnian Prime, one of the most important New Republic planets that are destroyed by the First Order in The Force Awakens. Given her background as a leader of the rebellion during the Civil War, Mothma is obviously more concerned than her colleagues, but she has no choice because the New Republic is more concerned with rebuilding than it is with finding purported Imperial relics. Hera won't be getting the military support she needs to pursue the evildoers for the time being. Then, as a wonderful extra for Rebels fans, we get to meet Jacen Syndulla in real life. His hair is green, not blue as a leaked Lego set suggested, but he unquestionably looks more like his father, Jedi Knight Kanan Jarrus, here than in the Rebels epilogue. As Sabine strives to connect with the Force, Ahsoka assigns her easier, yet still challenging, homework in the following scene. She also reminds everyone watching that everyone possesses the Force, as George Lucas has claimed for years. The advice Yoda gives in The Empire Strikes Back is particularly significant. Everyone can access this mystical force that permeates everything and everyone, but only those with special abilities are able to harness even a small portion of its full power. Despite efforts by denialists to deny the sequel's existence, here is yet another connection to some of their most fascinating details. Huyang, a long-serving Order robot, and Ahsoka have a thought-provoking conversation on the topic before we even have a chance to discuss what makes the Jedi and Force sensitives unique. The quick explanation is that Jedi are Force-sensitive individuals who undergo appropriate training. But since the limit was naturally set by a defunct order, it makes plausible that a Jedi as unconventional as Ahsoka would be willing to lower it. and not anticipate Sabine to move any rocks. She continues to believe that she has anything inside of her. Given the scarcity of Jedi, this is a convincing argument, yet the crucial query still stands. What did she initially notice in her to think about making her a Padawan? It's crucial to note that Ahsoka is also having difficulties in her role as a master, just like Anakin did during the Clone Wars. She seems pretty irritated with someone who may not even be the best choice to be a new sort of Jedi, which may be due to the current circumstance and her extremely terrible life. She doesn't trust Sabine enough, which they discuss in the scene that follows. Although the relationship between Anakin and Ahsoka is the obvious counterpart in this situation, Obi-Wan and Anakin were also in a similar situation, and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan were even earlier. You get where Dave Filoni is trying to go, don't you? Shin Hati, Marok, and a full squadron of goons assault the heroine's ship right away as soon as they arrive in the Denab system, where Cedos is located. The ship is strong but not invincible. The next scene is a dogfight chase that resembles the famous Millennium Falcon action from A New Hope, except that Sabine is having trouble hitting her targets. Rosario Dawson is given some space to be more fun by Ahsoka's sudden shift from her somber demeanor during this shooting rehearsal. Things start to go their way as soon as Lady Tano puts her Padawan's trust in her, at least until they get close to Morgan Elsbeth's Eye of Sion. Although distant from a fighting station, the enormous hyperspace transport ring is formidable and fitted with powerful turbolasers. Our heroes only approach the structure because Hyang need a complete scan. Big C-3PO vibes here, but David Tennant's line delivery and the screenplay made him a brand new addition to the live-action cast of frequently humorous droids. After Elsbeth disables Ahsoka's ship, just when we thought the action was over, we witness the first real-world Jedi fight in zero gravity. While Ahsoka interacts directly with the warriors, Sabine can fiddle with the systems. Another scene from Rebels that feels like it belongs in a classic Saturday morning cartoon is being shown right now, and we're here for it. When the action is moved to the planet's hazy sky and Purgils unintentionally appear to aid the heroes in eluding their pursuers, things are taken to the next level, turning the entire scenario into an incredible Star Wars adventure we won't soon forget. Director Steph Green passed the final test in the Ahsoka series with flying colors by capturing expert cockpit shots and coordinating the fighters' precise movements in the style of classic fighter pilot movies, which served as a major source of inspiration for Star Wars directors like George Lucas and Rian Johnson. The scale is astounding, with the ships appearing like little insects as they pass by the enormous beasts. The episode concludes with Baylan Skoll ordering Elsbeth's forces to find the Jedi hiding in the Red Alien Forest, which, we must admit, is reminiscent of the opening scene of Star Trek, Into Darkness. Ray Stevenson simply looks amazing in the closing picture. Ahsoka is developing like a multi-part plot, as we had anticipated, and this is what Filoni had been hinting at the entire time. It becomes increasingly obvious that this is the key entry point to his event movie, and that this is not The Mandalorian as the plot develops. Time to Fly may be most impressive for demonstrating that 30 minutes are more than enough to allow each main character a chance to shine, carry the story along while captivating spectators with grand spectacle. In the right hands, it's difficult to think of someone who hasn't written for television animation who could achieve the kinds of effectiveness on exhibit here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.